You're watching our brand new Sixers News and Rumors channel right here on Chat Sports that we just launched a couple weeks ago. So do us a favor, hit that red subscribe button down below, because if you want more Sixers videos like this one, breaking down this Danny Green signing to Philly late on a Wednesday, technically going into Thursday, then smash that subscribe button. More subscribers, more videos, more times we're able to bring you breaking news like this. And if we got to do it from the crib, that's what we will do, because that's how we roll here at Chat Sports. I am your host, Chase Sr. Let's get into it. So, according to Adrian Wojnarowski of ESPN, Danny Green and the Sixers have agreed to a 2-year, $20 million contract. So, Danny Green set to return to Philly and make $10 million per year. I think this is pretty good value for Philly. This kind of goes along with everything else that they've done in free agency. Obviously, the big domino set to fall, possibly the trade of Ben Simmons, which really changes the entire outlook of the offseason for the Sixers. But when you look at these free agency deals that Daryl Morey has pulled off, Danny Green, a shooter. Sixers obviously value space around Joel Embiid. I thought he brought a lot of intangibles to the floor last year. Was streaky at times, went on stretches when he was really hot. I think his leadership qualities are very important. I think when he went down with that calf strain against the Hawks in the second round, in some of those tight games later in the series, they could have used Danny Green, who has multiple rings, on the floor to kind of calm them down a little bit and be that veteran leader. Also stretch the floor, play some solid defense, and I think he's a better three-point shooter than what people think. This is a guy who is a good leader. He's a good three-point shooter. Understand he's a little bit older, but he gives you a lot in terms of all of those areas. And to bring him back $10 million per season, I think it's a good deal. I thought this was possibly in play once PJ Tucker signed with the Miami Heat. That kind of signaled, okay, Danny Green, according to some reports and some things that I was hearing, most likely to go back to the Sixers as a potential destination. But he did have suitors because of all of the qualities that I did mention. So this is what I want you to do right now. Get into the comment section and grade the re-signing of Danny Green. A, B, C, D, or F. Get those grades in the comment section down below and let me know what you think about the Sixers signing of Danny Green. Obviously, we usually have graphics, right? But I'm at the crib bringing you this late breaking news because we got to bring you the latest here on our new Sixers channel. As for the other moves that the Sixers have made, I alluded to this earlier. All of them have been for good value deals and also providing this team some depth. Danny Green, a shooter, plays defense, 2 years, $10 million per season, $20 million in total. Furkan Korkmaz, you get him back on a 3-year, $15 million deal. You've developed him over time. He's turned into a competent player defensively and a pretty solid shooter. Another guy who kind of bails you out at times late in the shot clock, late in games. I thought that was a good value signing for Philly. And also, you bring in Drummond. First of all, the beef between him and Joel Embiid has been incredible, but this is a guy who can give you a double-double off the bench. Let's be realistic here. Drummond isn't a modern-day big man who's going to knock down threes, but gives you a lot of energy, really good rebounder, solid shot blocker, good defender when he's down low. When he has to stretch out to the three-point arc, not so much. And the other signing, Georgie Niang, who is really a better four-man than anybody the Sixers had last year. And I think at times, because he can shoot as well somewhat effectively, he's going to be able to play on the floor in addition to Joel Embiid to kind of give you some size in a larger 4-5 forward center matchup. So Danny Green back to the Sixers. 2 years, $20 million, according to Adrian Wojnarowski. He gets to come back to Philly. Doc Rivers had said at the end of the season, there's no way we're letting you walk. But there was definitely some suitors out there for a guy who has 3 championships, can knock down some triples, and also play some defense. This is why you should subscribe to our new Sixers channel. We're bringing you the latest 76ers news and rumors, and I grew up right outside of Philly. Went to Temple, so I'd love to see the channel grow.